Feature Friday.
The freshest.
His name is Sirup. And
Thinking about us.
So-
Also, on First Take.
Oh right, very nice. Also on the First Take show.
Let's see what they have to say about him in the description of the video.
Okay, so the First Take, Sirup returns on our episode 97. That's a fairly new, mate.
They're
Because this was
actually-
March.
Yeah.
An artist with a vocal style that seamlessly intertwines rap and singing. Way!
Hey!
And his roots going from back to neo soul and classic R&B,
Wow.
fused with aspects of gospel and hip hop. What the? That's what I mean. This is so weird.
Japan. We're checking out Japanese
We're doing a
music
Japanese
for the
special
first
today.
time.
His songs range from funky, dance floor ready style and soulful crooners. I don't even know what that means.
Me neither.
You're speaking better English than me. You're from Japan. All bound by impeccable, refined production, which makes any listeners feel good. 2 years since his debut album, Sirup just released his second full album, Cure, on March 17th, 2021.
Alright. I guess we're
This is
gonna...
the First Take performance of Thinking About Us, a song produced by Yafu, who is known for penning songs for Fujikaze, who we're checking out later, actually.
That's true.
And Edie for First Take.
Alright.
Very
Oh my
impressive.
god, how exciting. Okay, you're gonna see the magic of the studio, Papa.
So this is
so
Japanese
cool.
rap, basically, for the first time.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. That was kind of shit, actually. Oh, yeah, that was better.
The eeriness, I love it. It's so steady. Hi, friend. Love the fashion. Why do they dress so cool?
Fucking ready to go, mate.
Oh. Senor is ready.
Zen.
Hey, do you know how I feel? I think I know how you feel.
Okay, no question. Where was your cue note?
Well, he's
It's
the
like,
key, right?
it's in your head that you just...
Whenever he was ready.
I don't need no note. I know exactly where to start. I know exactly when to cue the song. Yeah, this is his song.
It was pen, no.
The
It
key tune is in his blood.
No, it was the keynote in my blood.
was produced
Thank
by
you.
Yafu, but I think he wrote it and composed it. I was gonna say, isn't it funny? Yafu, the...
Yeah, no, cool vocal texture. I was gonna
Oh,
say.
right, sorry. I thought you said who. Father, isn't it interesting how ever since Michael Jackson, that sort of beginning of synths, became... It's so great because I've been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson lately because it's so fun to drum to. And it's so crazy what that guy achieved. But he was such a no one knew at that moment
That it was gonna be the set of the new age of music.
that he was literally going to mark music like no one else has.
Yeah.
Especially one genre like
And I don't
R&B and
think-
neo.
And neo soul, and I don't think people knew after. Even I think it started. People started to realize after he died.
No. I'd say people
no,
knew he
like
was
proper-
fucking special because no one understood how he was making music.
Yeah, but how he marked not only an era, not only a decade, but how he marked music after.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, you're right,
Definitely
yeah.
became prominent and after.
It's like he's one of those people that has become immortalized, and my sons and daughters will know about him.
Yeah.
And my sons and daughters will know about him as well. Dude, that's like 100 years.
Yeah,
It's like we know about Beatles.
that's
Yeah,
right.
same thing. They're one of those individuals that John Lennon.
We will speak about the Beatles for the rest of
Our lives.
human history.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
true.
much. Very odd, isn't it?
Indeed.
Because you can literally count those people with two hands who have marked music to that extent.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry, it's just thought.
Yeah.
I think I know how you feel. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about
This is way more mainstream.
you. I love me. I'll always be there for you. I'm thinking about you.
I love the gain in the
I'm
microphone.
thinking
Oh.
about yeah.
Whoa, okay.
I wanna know your story. A nice day on my birthday. なんでもいいよ。その全てが君を作る this night. We don't know our story.
I love how real this is, dude.
そりゃそうさまだ始まり。
You gotta be so relaxed.
それじゃまた昔のまま
It's Japanese R&B then.
I don't want it anymore
Ooh, the chord progression though.
あの時の歌
Okay, so him and Dean need to make a song.
Him and Crush, mate.
Oh, that's a great point. How about the three of them
You know
come
what's
together?
interesting? It's like this is real music.
It was really
You know, this is
cool.
what real life sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not constant. There's fluctuations. There's ups and downs, and especially with R&B, which with blues arrangements, like I don't know why you would choose
No,
to complicate your life like this.
You know where it comes from, though? This new era of R&B that is so sound because of it's in a studio. The control environments are so controlled.
So computer driven, right?
Yeah, so this new era that is
Software
so
driven.
satisfying of R&B, it's so iffy, it's so fragile in a live setting because it took away the human essence of it.
Bless
It
you.
took away the natural flaws in the human voice.
Here's something that I don't think a lot of people would like to hear, but unfortunately it's the truth. Most R&B artists from the last 10 years would suck in this environment.
Oh yes, very much.
Commercial R&B artists.
I agree.
And I don't want to name names because there's no point, but some of the most famous ones would suck in this environment.
Yeah.
You know, hence why they don't do this.
Absolutely.
You know, there's actually a genuine reason.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
There are some that would do great. You know, I actually feel they would have done great, but because they've detached themselves from doing reps in this environment, they may not do as good. Like someone that comes to mind is Chris Brown. Chris Brown would shine incredibly well in moments like this, but he hasn't done this in like 15 years because he hasn't had to. You know what I mean? No one. This isn't popular. Like this type of environment isn't popular to go and perform because it's exposing as fuck.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
hard.
Yeah.
You know.
The problem is that the commercial part took a big role and created a blank in the development of the music.
Yeah,
itself,
yeah.
Especially that kind of genre.
Oh, we've noticed
Where
that.
you need to put your own feelings, when you need to get involved, from your bone marrow.
It's so
Yeah.
true.
You need to go from there.
Yeah.
But if the commercial part is,
More prevalent and more important.
Yeah, I agree, and I think
it takes the art down.
Yeah, and he becomes a product. It stops being art.
Or a sub-product.
Right.
But
Okay, fair enough.
the idea of these studios and having artists from these genres, it plays themselves willingly in these environments that are so exposing and so it makes them so vulnerable, brings back the light of the human essence that we have lost in the production side of things, like that we have lost through the factory, the handmade feel of it, the human essence.
Well, yeah,
and I think
the curse of mass production, right?
absolutely, and here that's why I'm an advocate of these environments that are so raw and so exposing, because they bring back what music was supposed to be about.
But I never actually. I'm very careful when I share thoughts like this as well, because I'm also a big believer in
I'm a
being
consumer.
being
yeah.
able to monetize your music and being able
course.
to. You sometimes have to adhere to the market
Factory,
because
yeah.
the market sets the damn demand, not the factory.
That's right.
You know, so if people are buying it, it's for a reason. If people are consuming it, it's for a reason. And as yourself, as an entertainer, as a singer, as a dancer, as a performing artist, it's to please the crowd. That's your
you
whole
have
job.
to adhere.
So that's why I'm very careful when I share opinions like this. But yes, most artists right now would suck in this environment.
No, but I agree. I think everything's done in a great balance, and and I think studios like this that bring back those
That
environments.
core message.
Yeah, they bring back these environments, and like we said it earlier in the podcast, but each country and each part of the world has their own version of this. In the United States, you have Tiny Desk. They're doing a fantastic job at bringing back that human essence to a wide variety of genres that you normally wouldn't see this. And
I think Genius in his early days, not Genius, Colors in his really early days. I think now it's sort of evolving, right? Because it's
but they're the European version of that concept.
Yeah, that's good as well.
Which is really great. I mean, they became staple for doing that.
Wish Bus.
The Wish Bus in the Philippines, they're fantastic at creating the most raw and most vulnerable of environments. And then China,
What you have in China, I don't know much. I know in China, obviously, there's the show.
The festival.
Oh yeah, they have several festivals that they do with. But I'm talking about like controlled life
shows,
environments.
like not concerts.
But like controlled life environments.
Like this one, like the first
ones.
take. The Wish Bus, where it's sort of like it's a I guess the Wish Bus isn't a one take. But it's radio setting.
They do have the one take rule though. They do several takes, but
of course.
It's on one go. So and I'm saying they maintain the core of the essence.
But this is the first take.
The first take they do. That's the third take that goes. There's no do-overs in the show. So
yeah, it reminds me the first time I saw Kimbra on BBC Live.
BBC Radio 1.
BBC Radio 1. That's another one.
And their live lounge.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
One take, everyone playing, performing live.
Yeah.
And not only was on the radio,
also TV.
Broadcasting was on TV.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, for anyone out there that doesn't know who Kimbra is, she's a fantastic alternative pop singer from Australia. She's beautiful work.
And on the other hand, I saw, for example, another brilliant performance in the same one take in a very small studio. Richard Ashcroft, from the ex lead singer from The Verb, from here, from
The Verb.
Kingdom, The Verb. So he did something amazing with a very tight band. So spectacular.
Right. It's certainly an environment which a select few will shine really well in.
Exactly.
But anyways, continuing with Sirup.
I don't need that anymore. I don't wanna repeat my mistakes. Hey, do you know how I feel? I think I know how you feel. I'm thinking about you.
The chord progression is intricate and a half.
I'll always be there for you. I'm thinking about you. Oh, I'm thinking about you.
Oh God, hell yeah!
Talking to myself.
Nice.
It's so good! Oh God!
Everybody there is good.
Yeah, everybody here is good. The sound engineers are freaking brilliant.
The guitarist trying to speak with his voice.
Well, he's playing with a track. There's no live band here.
Yeah, I know, but
Still, when
The
you composed
production,
it, right? Yeah, fair enough.
Freaking wonderful, my God.
You and me, that's all there is. I don't want that anymore. I don't know it out.
It's fabulous.
I don't need it anymore. I don't wanna repeat no mistake. Hey, do you know how I feel? I think I know how you feel. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. I love not. I'll always be there for you. I'm thinking about you. Oh, I'm thinking about amo と競争だ 乱れてもっと for a calm down もう見えそうだゴールはそこだ It's all up to us もう
That is clever!
言うのは簡単 Why is it so hard もうこれ以上は遊びは聞かない For
Those
it's
harmonies
too
are great.
late もう溶けそうだ乱れてもっと For a calm down もう見えそうだ
Oh, that was
It's all
great!
to us
Good on him.
Señor!
Great arrangement.
Good on
What a
him, eh?
brilliant arrangement.
That's such a creative moment there.
Yeah, very good.
All right, but when was the last time you actually took a break to hear an a cappella moment in a track?
No, you know
No.
what? When was the last time you heard? I think it's important, man, to highlight that. Like, R&B live like this doesn't get showcased often. You know, it's been a long time since I heard something like this live. You know, where it's like actually one take, first take, raw. There's no post. It's very. I don't even think there's any post production on this.
I think everything's
No,
equalized in the
I was
moment.
going to ask you,
I don't think there is.
do you think the voice?
That's it, mate.
I think it's
that's
what
it.
it sounded like in the moment.
Yeah, it was done right there in the moment.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because if there was post, I think they would have probably corrected certain stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? But
There
that's
is-
it. That's live. I paid the ticket. It's like I paid a ticket.
That's good.
Yeah, it's very, very good, and I also would like to highlight the fact that how difficult it is. If he missed a millisecond of that a cappella entrance,
Oh.
that a single millisecond, he would have messed up the whole
Yeah,
thing because it was with a track.
The small break that
Yeah.
was between the
Perfect.
click and his voice.
That's
There
2
was
bars.
Nothing. There was nothing in between.
Absolutely 2 bars. That
Only him guiding it.
2 bars that rely absolutely only on your self-confidence and your own guidance of rhythm, your own guidance in the cue. The cue entrance had to be very precise, because this with the band, this section with the band is cake. It's easy. It's super easy because
In terms of tempo.
because and even the delivery of it, because the line itself in the singing is actually not that demanding.
Well,
But-
maybe not, but the virtuosity of the guitarist could be a remarkable thing. It caught my attention in only that small phrase.
No, but I'm talking about the a cappella section. Like
Yeah,
in
that
that a cappella
was
section with the
really-
band, no problem. That is not as high pressure as it is when you're singing with a backing track,
Yeah.
because you're set. You're set to a tempo, you're set to a demand, and that's it. You don't have flexibility. It is what it is.
Yeah, remember that. With
That was
me,
very impressive.
With me, you have a huge problem because I am the eyewitness of 2 different eras. The era before Michael Jackson and Michael Jackson and after him.
Yes.
You know, I saw everything happening and it calls my attention. This guy calls my attention. It makes me think about Jeff Beck or Roy Buchanan
Beck,
in the
yeah.
guitar and Eric Clapton or Santana.
Right.
That made the instrument try to sing along,
That's it,
you
yeah.
know? And wow.
Just as if the instrument was reciting a verse.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think he deserves a lot of credit, Sirup. I'd love to know his full name, actually. But yeah, his artist name is Sirup. Yeah, I think he deserves a lot
Pretty
of credit.
fun.
I think also the place deserves a lot of credit, the first take.
The studio itself, yeah.
Because I think this is probably what the genre of R&B needs, I feel. Especially the genre of R&B.
That's what music needs today.